Hello, my dear friends. Hope you all are doing good. This is your host and host Santosh, and I welcome you to your channel Alpha Global. Friends, today we are going to talk about moratorium. I know there are various videos are there in YouTube on moratorium on how the facility has to be used, but our focus is only on raising certain questions on the interest charge, right? So this video is different from others. So please stay on to this and please listen to various questions which is being raised by Alpha Global, and let us know what your thoughts are there in the comment section. Whether do you really think it is correct to charge interest? So the primary question is it really fair to charge interest here it means additional interest by the banks, FIs or NBFCs for moratorium period during COVID-19? There are various additional questions are also there which we will talk about it, and then after listening this you let us know on your comments in the comment section whether it is really morally and ethically correct to charge additional interest. Your comments matters a lot, so we look forward to hearing from you. So let us get started. For those who don't know the meaning of moratorium, we have quickly will mention about the dictionary meaning of moratorium. Dictionary meaning of moratorium according to Cambridge Dictionary means a stopping of an activity for an agreed amount of time. According to Merriam-Webster, it means an legally authorized period of the delay in the performance of a legal obligation or the payment of a debt. A waiting period which has been set by an authority and suspension of activity. Now, this definition is fine. Now, why we are talking about all these things? You may be knowing that during COVID-19 crisis when the lockdown started, so RBI announced a moratorium where all the banks, financial institutions can pass on this benefit of not taking the loan, or the customers not paying the EMI for that period of time if they wish to. However, this moratorium does not come free of cost. It is not just deferment of the loan. There are various types of the loans that one customer may have availed, or it could be personal loan, or it could be vehicle loan, home loans, or credit card loans, etc. The moratorium facility idea is that it should not create any kind of the financial stress. Hence, it has been provided so that the people can get themselves back into their work once everything gets over after the lockdown, once their cash flow starts running, and even they can start paying. Until then there will be too much financial stress and the burden on them. But charging of an additional interest, where is the question of the burden being reduced? Now, you know that, for example, these banks, financial institutions, and BFCs, they charge an additional interest. Additional interest, what is the rate? That doesn't matter because it differs from banks to banks and financial institutions. But the point is that whether it is really fair to charge ethically and morally is a question. Now, let's assume that you take a home loan of around 50 lakh, and on 50 lakh for 20-year period, let's assume that you have pay a normal interest of 9.5 or 10%. So your EMI monthly will be coming around 50,000 rupees, right? So on that 50,000 you will be paying majority portion of the interest and small portion will be of your principal. That is how the banks take their EMIs. Now, when you avail any kind of moratorium facility of not paying the EMIs during that period, so at the end of the moratorium period, let's assume you have taken for 3 months or 6 months. So after the end of that, the whatever the interest is there, and in addition to that an additional interest will be charged. Now, additional interest means it can be of the same or equivalent rate what you have been already been paying, or it can be little lesser, or it can be higher. So now the question is that let's assume that if it is the same amount of the interest is charged, if additional interest is charged, so the customer will end up in having a huge financial stress on him in terms of repayment of the additional interest over and above the regular interest which he is paying. So the question is, when you provide a moratorium facility, moratorium is nothing but you have to provide some kind of the financial relief. You here one way you give the financial relief, but other side you are charging additional interest at the end of the moratorium period. What will happen to the customer who will be paying his regular principal also and interest also, and over and above the additional interest, that too at a time when entire world is suffering through COVID crisis? So this is a question which we feel that it is not actually correct in terms of charging of the additional interest, and thereby we are taking up some more questions in this context. Some of the questions what we feel is that, is it really fair to charge interest, and that we have already covered. Next is that, by charging additional interest for the moratorium period, isn't that these institutions are adding more financial stress to the customers, isn't it? So that let's assume that you are your very idea of taking a moratorium is that you should not be under a financial stress, so you are deferring it. but after deferring the period you end up in paying more amount than the normal one. So where is this giving kind of a financial relief? So what is the objective of the moratorium? The financial stress is getting passed on, right? The banks and recently the RBI had passed on this facility and asking that the bank's financial institution pass on to the customers. So what is the objective of this one? That if you are going through a very tough time, then you can defer the payment. No doubt that the intention is good, that you have to give some kind of a flexibility of not paying the necessary principal amount at that point of time. But at least the same period, if it is deferred without charging additional interest, it makes sense. But if you charge an additional interest over and above the regular interest and the principal, then definitely this is not serving the purpose of giving a financial relief. Next question is, what benefit or help is being provided to the customers if it is ending up in charging an additional interest to the customers during COVID crisis? Friends, now see, this COVID scenario, it is not specific to one. It is a global scenario where everybody is impacted in some way or the other, right? So there are possibly many people are there who has got the, who are salaried people are there. Some may be in job, some may have taken the pay cut, some may have not taken the pay cuts. They must have lost the jobs itself. Some may be self-employed, small business people will be there. Everybody is going through a very tough time and they have nothing to do. Then how do they pay the loan? The question is that if you keep on charging an additional interest, so ideally you are not passing on any benefit. And if you are not passing any benefit and you are charging additional interest, so what is it that you have provided a relief to the customers, right? There is no relief actually. Next question is, RBI has taken enough steps to have liquidity. Now, one more point to note is that RBI has provided enough liquidity measures where every bank's financial institutions and NBFCs have sufficient liquidity, where they are not going to get immediately impacted by not having or having a cash crunch, right? So the question is that if, in spite of having this liquidity position, if so, then how these institutions can't sustain during the moratorium period? Next, if there was really a liquidity issue, then how come some of the top major banks recently invested in RIL 8,500 crore bonds in April May 2020? You may recollect that sometime back Reliance has came out with a bonds issue of the bonds, that is non-convertible debentures, which was in April May. Some of the major banks which were invested in this was about SBI, HDFC, ICICI, Axis, Union, etc. It's not question of specific to any specific banks. The question is that if really the banks or financial institutions, they don't have the sufficient money, then how is it they are going and ending up in paying, investing in the companies, other companies where the debentures has been raised? It means that they have sufficient funds and they can take care of that investment, right? So in this situation, the questions again further arises is that if these institutions being corporates can't sustain the COVID crisis, then how is it that an individual, let it be salaried or self-employed, can sustain, right? These corporate institutions, they charge so much interest and they also earn an income. Now the question is that what, can't you survive during this period without charging an additional interest? That is a question. Now, shouldn't these institutions ideally let go the additional interest for the moratorium period during COVID-19 crisis on humanitarian grounds, or is it business as usual? Now, we feel that that the banks and financial institutions should consider this aspect, for the reason that everybody is going through a tough time. This is a COVID-19 crisis. On the humanitarian grounds, if you are not going to let go this additional interest, is it that you are only focused about your business? We understand that business matters and everybody should have to run their business for survival. But here it is not question of survival. It has been given to understand that that there is a matter has been, public interest litigation has been filed in Supreme Court regarding this of not charging additional interest, whereas the RBI is of the view that if they don't, if they don't charge the additional interest, the entire banking system may collapse. But the question is that if they really are going to collapse, then how is it that there is so much of liquidity, and how is it that they are going and investing in the bonds issues which has been raised by the Reliance or any such other company, right? So either you have a liquidity issue or you don't have a liquidity issue. Any one it can be, it can't be both. you have arranged for a liquid, so you have ensured that there is no liquidity in the market. That is great. We That is a good point, but the question is that why are you charging an additional interest? Now the last question, which is most primary important, is that COVID-19 is a global crisis. There is a huge impact on everyone around the world. There are many job losses are there are many businesses are getting impacted during this tough time. Shouldn't the RBI or the government or the banks, financial institution, NBFCs should take the call of letting go an additional interest on moratorium period? If you don't take the decision now, then when? That is the biggest question. See, this COVID-19 crisis is not going to come again and again. It has come once in a lifetime, where it has devastatingly impacted almost everybody. Now during this tough time also, if you keep on charging additional interest and only for the purpose of your sustainability, without even considering the issue of what a normal individual would go through, then if you are not doing a proper decision, if you're not taking a proper decision of letting go the interest now, then when are you going to do that? Shouldn't there be humanitarian grounds on the basis of which you should ideally consider morally and ethically not to charge any kind of additional interest? Those who whatever the regular interest is charged, yes, you are definitely have a right to charge on it and you can definitely get it. But charging an additional interest is nowhere justified. This is our view. These are the questions which we have raised, and we feel that at the end of the day, that every person, every individual or business, everybody has a right to survive, no doubt about it. But it should not be at the cost that one person more than survival, they focus on their profits, and other person also on the other hand does not have sufficient things to survive for themselves also. So there should be a equal balance between the both, where you can definitely charge your regular interest and principal, which is your right other than the principal, but definitely not charging an additional interest, because this will not be equally justified to all the parties. So this is our view. However, if you differ on any of the things, you can definitely share your comments in the comment section. And if you feel that this is really, these questions what we have raised is correct, and you feel that ideally the additional interest should not be charged, then please do specify your valuable comments in this section of the video. If you end of the day, if you like the video, please do subscribe to our channel for those who have not subscribed, and click on the bell notifications. Provide your valuable comments, click on the likes if you like so, and last and not the least, if you feel it is worth sharing, please do share the video. Right, so that's the end of this video. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon with some other fantastic video from our end. Right, thank you.